We cut an orange in half. This side we left inside our live truck, and as you can see, squeezes pretty easily. This side we left out here for about 2 hours, and as you can hear, solid as a rock. This is how they're labeling street signs here because many of them have been blown away. What's going to happen on State Street? Will it be celebration by fans or crowd control plans? Almost anywhere you go in this community, this is an extremely common thing to see. And the intersection behind me has been closed down for approximately 2 hours, and the reason, well, is playing out right behind me. Accident reconstruction crews are on the scene. Investigators talking with one another, trying to measure distance and perhaps speed of the vehicle at the center of this investigation.
The shooting seemed like it wasn't going to stop.
After the police tape wrapped around a Milwaukee neighborhood,
I just don't understand why they can't.
tears and heartache followed.
I know it had to be somebody's loved one.
Why don't they get them off of the ground?
Because they was crying so hard, man.
Family members say the body of 31-year-old Wilbert Lewis rested outside of the door of Atkinson Beer and Liquor Mart in the early afternoon.
They don't care about day or night now.
His uncle, Tony Lewis, describes him as a man who didn't look for trouble.
Didn't pick with nobody. Didn't pick with nobody, man.
Trouble found Lewis, however. He was shot and killed, as was a 49-year-old man. Police say a 48-year-old man was also injured.
Yes.
In a cascade of gunfire.
That many shots. Boom, 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 like this.
The sounds were especially chilling, given the kind of noise you'd normally hear from the children's park across the street.
Who wants their kids to get hit by a stray bullet? You don't want to get hit by a stray bullet.
I was just crying, man. I didn't have no reaction.
Lewis's loved ones have no idea what triggered the triple shooting.
Somebody seen something. Nobody didn't see nothing. Somebody seen something.
It was sad, you know. I want to know who done it.
And police tell us a 48-year-old man is in stable condition this evening. Police say that no one is in custody in connection with a double murder at this time. What was taken in Milwaukee is actually older than the city itself. It is an instrument whose sound will be missed by people like Doris Nadolny. She's played and taught the violin for about 60 years and reacts to a fellow musician who was attacked for his.
I gasped. It's a shock. And to think they tasered the poor guy.
Causing him to drop the violin and fall to the ground.
This is a violin made by Antonio Stradivari.
Milwaukee Symphony Orchestra concertmaster Frank Allman, seen in this video, plays a Lipinski Stradivarius. Some estimate its worth at around $6 million. Monday night, Allman finished a concert here at Wisconsin Lutheran College and was walking to his car with the violin, which was on loan to him from a donor. Police say that's when he was attacked in a case containing the rare instrument dating back to the 1700s, and 2 violin bows were taken.
The violin was, in fact, the primary target of this robbery.
In a news conference, Police Chief Ed Flynn said the thief drove off with another person in a vehicle similar to this maroon 80s or 90s Chrysler or Dodge minivan.
These are wildly valuable to a tiny slice of the art world.
Flynn says because of that world scope, the international police organization Interpol and the FBI are looking into the crime.
They should take him to jail.
Now, many are hoping a priceless instrument will be recovered and 2 thieves will face the music. Police located the violin case, not much else. Concertmaster is recovering and in good condition. If you have any information on his crime, you're asked to call Milwaukee Police. When you no longer have a flagpole, you find another way to hang Old Glory.
There is no sign.
When you've lost most of your street signs, you find another way to mark where you live when you have no change of clothing.
And we got socks, underwear, t-shirts.
You find whatever you can.
Let's see, I got some jeans and my Walmart jeans.
Jennifer Mendoza is one of hundreds in Washington, Illinois, who lost their home to a tornado.
It's a little overwhelming when you see it for the first time. I had to prepare my brother and my sister when they were coming in.
The family helps with the enormous task of sorting and cleaning what remains.
I cry over the overwhelming help. You know, just from strangers even. It's great here. I mean, it's a sunny day. It's a good day to clean up. So
we've been sorting through multiple houses over the last couple days.
Joshua Mason and his father don't even live here. They're helping a friend
Because his wife is pregnant
who's about to need even more help.
and ready to blow.
They salvage what remains inside a home with a view no one ever wanted to see. X marks the spot of so much destruction, but also so much cooperation.
Nah, he's just my friend. Has been since junior high. It seems like we'll be all right. There's enough people around. We'll get through it.
Many in this neighborhood do have homeowners insurance. They cannot say the same for those renting in apartment complexes nearby. Think of this as trying to capture someone's finest moment.
3, 2, 1.
Think of this as a countdown to remember someone's best and brightest times.
3, 2, 1.
I be trying not to blink, because when the flash, you know, right?
Okay.
Right, when the flash hit you, you like.
Okay, tuck the chin just a little bit.
Fortunately, there are retakes at Help Portrait Milwaukee.
Erase that one. Erase that one.
I always say I've had some, but.
Here, the number of pictures snapped matched only by the number of smiles.
This way.
And the amount of laughter.
Yeah. I like that one.
That one. Yeah.
But it's these kind of moments that are so painfully few and far between for so many.
This is where my struggle started at.
And that includes Yolanda Walton.
It means everything to me.
She waits for her portrait to be printed as part of a free holiday card.
Just think about, what can I give my kids for Christmas? Because I don't have any money. I don't have a job.
For the past 6 years, she's been homeless.
I cried this morning. I didn't even want to come outside and take care of my business, but I had to, because how am I eat?
Her life has taken her from shelter to shelter and into and out of addiction.
Crack cocaine, weed, beer. So 17th, I've been clean for 30 days, so.
3, 2, 1. There we go.
For Walton, this is more than a picture. It is an image of the person she wants to be and a reminder of how far she's come.
Just taking that picture, and I can look back and say, oh, I was clean, I was sober.
The volunteers are amateur and professional photographers.
Come on down. Come on down.
All donating their time to the needy.
Put the chin down just a little bit.
Preparing portraits for many, including those below the poverty line.
Name's Leroy. I'm going to take your picture. How you doing, man?
The man taking their image has a reason for giving back.
2, 1. All right. I was formerly homeless myself.
This is Leroy Skalsted's 4th year volunteering. He is a retired veteran who sees flashes of his past struggles through every subject in his lens.
One of the things about being homeless is this so-called invisible syndrome that everybody goes through. I mean, you could basically walk the street and nobody really basically sees you.
His mission is to show everyone here not only a picture, but a visual reminder of their importance, dignity, and self-worth.
Let's do one more. That's it.
It is only a photo. It is not a place to stay. It is not a solution for poverty.
Okay, the mirror's over here.
But it is an effort to show those who may have faced the worst what they can look like at their best.
Just for that moment, I had fun.
I just never forget them faces.
A new focus for volunteers, and perhaps a new view for those inside the viewfinder.
New beginning. It's a new beginning for me.
Jeremy Ross, Fox 6 News. You never know what kind of traffic you'll find at Pabst and Sawyer. Sunday afternoon, Summit neighbors saw ladder trucks. Dozens of firefighters responding to a blaze on the roof of this home.
I thought I saw some smoke.
There was a fire in the fireplace. There were some sort of embers that emitted from the chimney, landed on the roof, and with the wind, it accelerated it.
That fire might have traveled even faster, not for a vehicle traveling nearby.
So immediately I called 911, jumped out of my car.
Lissy Malmstrom's scarf didn't just call the fire in, she called out to anyone home.
Pretty much rang the doorbell 1,000 times within about 10-second span.
A teenager and dog were inside as the fire burned.
He kept saying, Mom and Dad are at the store, Mom and Dad are gone.
The boy and dog got out unharmed. Some might call her a hero, but the healthcare worker says she simply called on her natural instincts.
I work with individuals who are in need, just like this family was in need.
She works at nearby Rogers Memorial Hospital and was coming back from her lunch break when she saw the blaze. And and stopped by one more time to see a grateful family.
I just wanted to come back and make sure that he was okay. He seemed very disheveled, obviously.
So much.
Of course.
Oh my gosh.
Had she not called 911 or visited the home,
It would have been a lot more damage. Thanks for calling in and helping the people out.
You're welcome. I'm glad everyone's okay.
ride back from lunch proving to be the most important meal of the day.
I'm just glad I could help out.
Firefighters estimate the damage at $200,000. Family staying with friends this evening, they tell Fox 6 they do have homeowners insurance. With enough water, you can make a pond or a lake.
Then we'll start running a hose from here.
Or a mess.
Oh, well, it's still pumping.
Oh my God, it's crazy.
The problem off of Water Street is too much water.
How about the other one?
Jacob Tibbetts works with generators and pumps to turn a pool back into a parking lot.
They had a pipe break on the first floor.
He believes a 3-inch pipe and hours of gushing water are responsible for feet of flooding on the ground floor and garage. We Energy says the flow of water stopped the flow of electricity for a time, leaving hundreds in the 3rd Ward without power, shorting out traffic lights.
Nobody likes to go through this, but you know, it could be a lot worse.
3 cars in this garage look more like a school of fish. The vehicle with its lights on barely manages to keep its cylinder head above water.
Maybe it was shorting out, so I guess it's flooded and fried now.
Lisa Fauster may have lost her PT Cruiser, but hasn't lost her sense of humor.
Flounder works, I guess so, PT Flounder.
Building's owner says it hosts 5 tenants above street level, totaling about 70 workers. But the most important business here is drying out a building with too much water along Water Street.